Utopia is now open every day from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. and till 1 a.m. on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Chill out with a craft cocktail or an ice-cold beer, and Utopia's got the latest gaming machines with big jackpots ready for you to win. Need the perfect spot for your next celebration? Utopia features a beautiful event venue, available now for parties, reunions, and private events. So come see what all the buzz is about. The drinks are cold, the space is hot, and Utopia is ready for you.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. Joining me today, Aron Lee, Executive Director of the Kroc Center. How are you?
Doing great.
Good, thank you for joining me. So you got a lot of stuff going on at the Kroc Center right now. One of the, I guess, initiatives is figuring out what the community needs, right?
That's
so you're conducting a study, okay? And within this study, which I don't know all the details, so I'll let you kind of fill me in on it. But within the study, there's a survey, and that's happening now, right?
That's correct. It's been open for about a week at this point in time, but it's actually being facilitated through the University of Notre Dame.
Okay.
So they're actually helping us facilitate and run this through, but they've set up the bulk of the survey. So most importantly, what the survey does, we've been open for nearly 14 years. So it's important to really see what the community wants. What is the community looking for in the Kroc Center? What programs, amenities, things we can offer that would really speak to them in the community. Just because though we're young, I guess, there's more that we could do for the community.
Sure. And how long have you been in
2 years.
Okay. All right. So then when we're talking about things the community wants, let's cover what the Kroc Center does. What is your mission today?
So the mission, as always with the Salvation Army, is to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ and meet human needs in His name without discrimination. So very broad. Obviously, the Salvation Army is best known for its social service work, with shelter, family services, but the Kroc Center provides a different perspective on that mission with more of we help serve spiritual needs with church because that's incorporated with the Kroc Center as well. Also just with fulfilling physical needs as well, just with our active recreational type facility that we have.
Right. So, and I think that's what most people, I mean, of course, everybody knows, the faith aspect, but the recreational aspect of the Kroc Center is what a lot of people know you for, right? So you have an outstanding gym. Is that what you call it? I don't even know.
State of the art, outstanding.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Okay. But either way, it's a gym. You have a rock climbing wall. You have a pool. We'll get to the pool in just a second. Yep. You have organized fitness classes across the board, right? I mean, there's just so much to do
Right.
there.
I mean, it kind of looks like a normal fitness facility in a way, but we view ourselves not really the norm just because we are a really family-oriented, Christian-based organization. So we really want to bring that in and really live that through as people walk through the door, just from the music playing, the things that you see on our walls, we really speak into that, but also just with our staff to really live it and be that inviting, be Jesus, as they walk into the doors. So I think that's an important aspect to it. And that really, really focuses a little bit more on, what we provide may be just your normal things, but that kind of is the extra service, extra mile that we go.
Supplements it for sure. So we'll get back to the survey in just a second, but let's talk about the pool because you have a huge project coming up with that, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it currently open?
It's currently open.
Okay.
So just for a couple more weeks. August 9th is when we'll close it down for about roughly 10 weeks. We're hopefully looking at early October-ish to reopen the facility. Just a lot going on with demolition of a liner, install new liner, tile, spray features, slide work, just a lot of things incorporated in this project.
Sure.
But we just wanted to express it's a large investment in order to keep the pool for the long term.
Right. We've heard a lot about price of progress. I think this kind of goes along with it for sure. So in the survey, when you're asking for community feedback, don't say new pool liner because that's in the works, right?
Correct. There's other aspects that we could, do with a pool, but regardless, we're looking for that feedback, not just from our membership. It's not a member survey. We're looking for the community, community-wide to speak into. That's whether you've been a member before, you've just been on a visit, whether you haven't come to the facility before. Really speak into, what you would like to see. Now, all the things spoken into, what they would like to see, we may not be able to do, but within our means, that would help guide us here in the future of what we could provide to help best suit the community.
Yeah, absolutely. And feedback is always something that I think people are willing to give, especially when it does benefit the community. So hopefully a lot of people get engaged. How do they go about taking this survey or communicating that feedback?
So we've sent it out to a lot of emails that we have, but also at our website, krocquincy.org. You can see that. It's a QR code. It's linked to the website to go take the survey. It doesn't take your information. So find us on our website. You can easily obtain it there to take that survey. It takes about 10 minutes. So really doesn't take much of your time to really speak into. And the questions, are, fill in the blank, pretty easy to answer.
Pretty standard.
But you can speak into as much as you like.
Now, are there any certain criteria? So you don't have to be a member, any certain age?
18 and
18,
older.
okay.
Yes.
And then it takes 10 minutes, pretty easy, to give your feedback on what you think the Kroc should offer to our community. You already do so much, but I think it's great that you're tapping the community for a little more information to figure out those wants and those needs, which is great. And one of the things that I do want to cover real quick, because if people haven't gone to the Kroc, you do have day passes, right? You do not have to be a member to enjoy things like the Kroc camp that's during the summer.
Correct.
There are different levels of memberships to help suit different incomes. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you have hours that are basically suited for almost everybody to enjoy it at one point or another,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Anything else that you wish people would they knew about the Kroc?
Really, we just want people to come and visit. Yes, being a member is great. There are a lot of different advantages to that, but most importantly, just want to be that hub for the community for members to come to, whether that's any events or programs that we have. Just come visit us. There's a lot of opportunities. Membership gives you everything, but sometimes you just want to only come for a day. That's okay.
Right.
But we hope that you come back and return just based on the level of service that we provide to you all, and just the enjoyment of the facility and being there. It's just a great social aspect for a lot of people.
It's a great community resource for sure. So if you haven't checked it out, go check out the Kroc Center. If you want more information on the survey or the study that's being conducted as a whole, where would they go?
KrocQuincy.org.
Okay, perfect. Aron, thank you so much. Good luck. Hopefully you get the feedback that you need. I know Quincy tends to show up for things like this, so hopefully we get all that information and you guys start making some moves.
We're excited.
Yeah, love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, coming up next, Jason Watkins. We're sitting down to talk about the Ulmus Academy. Stay tuned.
Welcome out to Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer and it feels so right. I'll meet you out on Broadway underneath Shamrock Light. Gonna have a good time on the patio tonight. There's a party down at Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer on a champagne night. We're feeling all alone and you got no place to go. So come down here and drink a beer on Kelly's patio. Kelly's a fun place to eat and drink. 2902 Broadway.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday.
Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome to Cedar Club, Quincy's favorite local bar. A friendly corner bar with a laid-back atmosphere and affordable drinks. It's the perfect spot for a great time. With entertainment galore, including shuffleboard, golden tee, pool, foosball, and winning gaming machines. Cedar Club's latest edition is the best spot to catch your favorite game. Great drinks, great friends, and great times. Cedar Club, 20th and Cedar in Quincy.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
And welcome back. Joining me now, Jason Watkins and a surprise guest, Gabrielle Zanger with Ulmus Academy. How are you?
Hello. Good.
Well, I'm so glad that you're here because, first of all, I'm sure a lot of people who follow Muddy River News or Ulmus know that you are the new headmaster at Ulmus Academy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And Gabrielle, you are the curriculum director at Ulmus, so you have your hands full as well. Really happy to sit down and talk with both of you because although there's been some changes, Ulmus stays the same, right? I mean, you have the same belief system. So I'll get back to you in just a second, Jason, because I want to talk about your experience, what drew you to Ulmus, kind of your experience so far, but give me just a second on that one. So as far as talking about the kind of the philosophy, the mission of Ulmus, which I assume the curriculum plays a huge part in that, right?
Absolutely.
So give me just a quick rundown of Ulmus and the curriculum that kind of makes it different.
Yeah, so we are a classical academy, so classical education is new to this area. So as curriculum director, when I look at curriculum, when I bring programs to Ulmus, I really have to look at if it's classical or not. So that means, does it integrate the subject? So that's a really big thing for us. We want subjects that click together. So what we're doing in history, we like to try to morph into science, try to morph into math. So are the curriculum that we're picking out from companies, are they able to click into place for each subject? Not even in one classroom, but we like to click things into multiple classrooms. So the high school students, if they're doing chemistry, we're also doing chemistry all the way down to line, all the way to kindergarten. So lots of moving pieces. So when we look at curriculum as the curriculum director or when I do training and do things with the staff, lots of moving pieces, but is it clickable and does it make sense to the kids?
Right.
Also, a lot of our curriculum is, we do it in cycles. So they're going to repeat it again as they get older. So they're not going to see it just one time in their elementary stage. They're going to see it again and again so they get that repetitive motion, but they're going to do a deeper dive every time, more hands-on. They're going to work on writing with it next time as they get older. So they get to repeat everything, but in a different fashion as they go through their subjects. So.
Right. Very repetitive, all interrelated, if you will. And then perhaps one of the things that I think is most incredible about Ulmus that kind of makes you guys stand out is that you don't have to rely on somebody telling you what to teach. You get a lot of feedback from the parents, a lot of feedback from the students, right? And you know what's working. You go choose things that are relevant, that are in the classical sense.
Absolutely. Like we can partner with, and we do a lot of training with other classical companies. So that's the curriculums that we are going to pick and do training with them, because what makes sense for a classical academy may not make sense for another school. So we get to say, okay, this makes sense for us. This goes with our model. So that's what we are going to pick.
Right, yeah. It's definitely one of the things that I've been most, I guess it's just very inspiring to me as a parent to hear you talk about it, to see the students interact. We've taken a couple field trips to Ulmus, and it's always incredible to watch these kids and how they, how excited they get. So very, very cool stuff. Now let's get back to, that kind of has remained the same over how long have you been in existence?
So we are opening up our fourth year. In the fall is our fourth year, which is very exciting for us. As a curriculum director, it's very exciting for me because we go in a 3-year tour. Okay. So that means that this is our first year doing a tour over again. So now I get to see kids that started in kindergarten. Now they get to do the same subjects, but now they're in 3rd grade and all the way up. So I get to see how that repetition actually works in an academic setting, and I get to see how they get to do the deeper dive. So we can say it in practice and in theory all we want, but this is the first year we get to see it in the classroom played out as a repetitive year because our cycle starts over now. So I'm very excited to see that.
Very cool. Lots of exciting stuff, including our new headmaster, Jason Watkins.
Yay.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. So let me ask you, why Ulmus?
Well, like you mentioned earlier, is you have freedom in the framework. Today's society, you have education that is standardized and efficient, and everybody learns the same. Well, we're all unique. We're all individuals. We all learn differently. Why do we have to teach everybody the same?
Right.
So we try to incorporate what is valuable to the student. And the biggest draw is I've known Catherine, her brother and I went to grade school and high school together, and her parents coached and stuff. So she presented at a ACA business club, and it was automatic. I'm like, hey, I'm working on my doctorate in education. I'm working on a dissertation to help improve income for the private school sector, and I can learn while I'm learning.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, a benefit, I'm gonna get paid to do it. So
Sure.
you don't
Yeah.
do that. So.
Best case scenario, right?
Right,
yeah,
absolutely.
you get to do what you love, learn while you're doing it, and get paid for it. I think that's outstanding. So you do have a background in education, right? But so give me a little bit of where you've come from.
Well, I came from my mom and dad. That's where we all started.
Thank you, by the way, Mom and Dad. Yeah.
Yes, thank you for doing what you did to bring me in this world. But I started off at St. Mary's grade school, now Blessed Sacrament, and then moved on to Notre Dame, class of '01. Then decided that I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, so I went into the military during peacetime, and 9/11 happened. Thank you for that. And did my time over in Iraq, and then decided that I can always fall back on this. I'm already enrolled at Western Illinois University. I can go there. I went there and I got a bachelor's in finance business. The whole banking industry went to crap in '07, '08. So the stability was everyone's got to eat. So I went to work for Neiman Foods. Okay. Worked through multiple management positions there. Decided that it was time for my oldest to go to school, and that I've been in about 6 stores in over 3 years, and then I needed to find some stability, and Hobby Lobby was very interested, so I managed there for a while. And then COVID happened, and I decided that maybe I should go back to my banking roots, and I became a financial planner for Northwestern Mutual. Realized I'm not a good person behind a desk, and I found out, being a disabled veteran, they have a program for me to get my master's degree, and so I pursued that in human resources. After that, I realized that the military paid for me through the doctorate, so I decided I want to get a doctorate in education and become a professor at the university. And through the ACA, I was able to get in touch with Dr. Heilman out there and with Oakley School of Business, and became an adjunct professor. Started my own consulting company, and to get do my own thing and figure out on my own instead of being told what to do.
Right.
And I started teaching of foundations of finance with the Ulmus Academy, where we taught them how to do taxes, how to do budgeting, how to set up your bills, how to pick colleges and interview for colleges, and how to apply. And then the greatest lay to claim is I had them do an essay about what they want to do with their life.
Okay.
And I brought in people from all over the community to kind of just present to them so they could ask them questions, get to know the job so they didn't make a mistake, get into a job and get a degree in something they don't like.
Sure.
And then the biggest thing about Ulmus is patriotism. I'm big into patriotism, values, virtue. I want kids to get active in the community. I want them to be good stewards of what they know. I want them to treat people the way they want to be treated. I am very versed in many different ways of gun control, and I know it's a faux pas, but my doctorate is it's a doctorate of education, educational leadership, organizational justice, diversity, equity, inclusion, and that is a faux pas on the far left and the far right. And if it's stigmatized and you don't actually do your homework, it can be really ugly, but it's also open-minded and treating people with a humane way and treating people with respect. So.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I've talked enough.
No, you're good. I think it's good that everybody gets to know you. You have some big shoes to fill.
Oh, Jen is amazing, and luckily Catherine and Jen are staying on. Otherwise, I would have less hair if that's possible.
You're right. No, Jen's outstanding, but I know that they looked far and wide for the right person, and it seems they found it. You definitely have experience in teaching and in learning, adapting, overcoming, which I think are all great qualities when you're working with the youth, and especially in a place like Ulmus where you have to be able to look at things from a bigger picture, I think, right? Which is always incredible. It's incredible to me that Ulmus has come so far. Speaking of coming far, you mentioned you're starting your 4th year. You've had incredible growth in your your student body.
Absolutely, yes. So we're over 100 students, probably projected at 120.
Okay.
We've hired 3 new teachers, so that was a big thing for us. Is we can get students, but last year we were on a wait list because we need staff. So we found the staff. We opened up new classrooms. So our registration is still open because now that we have the classrooms and the teachers, we do have a few spots still available.
Cool.
For this upcoming year. But that was a big thing, lots of growth. We found staff that, not only staff to fill those spots, but staff that fit well with our team.
Sure, yeah.
Which is we're a small team, but we work so close together because we want everything to click together. So finding the right staff was also the key. Jason hopping on, that was a huge help. So
Right.
we're definitely, registration's still open, but we're definitely ready for the fall.
Yes. And it sounds like you are indeed ready. And then the waiting list that was so long before, now you're bringing these kids in, which I think is incredible. So still a few spots open, but registration is open, and I would get on it if you want to be involved in Ulmus. Now, as far as other programs that you have that you've done, with the student, with the community, anything you want to talk about there? Any program highlights that you have going on?
A few things is we're getting involved with the CYO to offer sports.
Okay, excellent.
So we're trying to do that. I've reached out to, I'm waiting on a response with Gardner Camp to do the gun control.
Okay.
The hunting, the trapping, the fishing, some wilderness survival. Just got off the phone with 4 Winds to get the holistic gardening things going in place. And if you want to add on to that.
Yeah, absolutely. We're always looking for that. Our kids can do band with PMO, so we have already had students doing band through there. So if we don't have a program, we are very good about reaching out to the community, be like, okay, if they can't do it here at Ulmus, we can partner with all of these different organizations and have that available for our families.
Gotcha. Excellent. So expanding those programs and activities, it seems like nothing but onward and upward from here. I think.
But having volleyball and basketball and being able to offer the sports this year is we're very excited about that.
Yes. I mean, it's, one of the big things is having students that are well-rounded, and I think sports, and of course the outdoor aspect, it's all necessary. So I love that you're encapsulating all of that with your activities, everything that you're doing. So keep up the great work. If people want more information about you, Jason, or Ulmus as a whole, or how they can get involved, where would they go?
Yeah, so they can find us on Facebook, so you can search Ulmus Academy. Also, our website is ulmusacademy.com.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, hey, good luck. Like I said, big shoes, but as long as you got a good crew with you and good students behind you, I know you're going to do fantastic.
It's all about the team.
That's right.
We have a great team.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, congratulations on all of your success so far. Looking forward to see what you do in the future.
Outstanding.
Yeah, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Good to see you again.
Thanks so much. Good to see you too. All right, I think that does it for today's Daily Muddy. We'll catch you back here tomorrow for more.